story you're about to see is false. No names have been changed because no characters are real. Everything is made up. All of it. In fact, I'm pretty sure the court events aren't even close to correct. The entire incident has been strung together from bits and pieces of movies and television seen by the author. In short, the story is completely fake, so please pay no attention to what you are about to see. You have been warned.
Hey you, mysterious looking guy in a suit. Get out of here. I thought Dr. Lord in the courtrooms. Case number 5267.8, Jack vs. Jill. Court is now in session. Judge Lance Goido prescribing.
Presiding.
Oh, I'll sit in honor of the Honorable Judge Lance Guido.
Thank you, Bill.
No, thank you, Judge.
Prosecution, you may present your opening statements.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my case is simple. I intend to prove that on July 14th, 2017, Jack Hill and my client, Jill Dumpty Hill, not only went up the hill to fetch a pail of water, and not only came tumbling down after, but that the defendant, in an extremely agitated state, managed through his carelessness and sheer abhorrence for all things good and beautiful, caused my client, Jill Dumpty Hill, to fall down said hill, and then himself tumbling after. It is through my belief in a strong judicial system that my client wants, no, demands 50% of Mr. Hill's estate for mental and physical damages. Thank you.
Thank you, prosecution. Defense? Defense, it's your turn.
Me? Okay, if I could just go to the bathroom real quick and pee.
What's the matter?
He ate my opening speech.
Well, just do what you can remember.
I can't. It was really good. I swear it was.
Well, then fake it.
Fake it.
Just wing it.
Wing it?
Now.
Now. Okay. Your Honor, I am sick and tired of this load of baloney. It is obvious to me for reasons. Reasons that will become more apparent as things begin to unfold. Unfolding like so much origami. The origami of justice. It is very apparent to me for these reasons that my client, Jack Hill, though he may have tumbled down that hill, and though he may have been agitated, did not have the capacity for being anything more than a victim. Yes, a victim, and these happenings by happenstance. For instance, look here. Is this the face of a murderer to you? Look at this poor tortured soul. Muffins! There you have it, muffins. Is that a sort of thing a murderer would spend every waking moment thinking about? I spent weeks building my case with this fragile man, and I can attest there's very little that Simple Jack's capable of. Simple Jack. Crazy, stupid Jack. Old Jack. Bo back. Is beyond doubt that it's beyond a doubt that it is beyond a shadow of a doubt that he is guilty of such a horrible act. In this happenings by happenstance.
Defense? What is wrong with your client?
Your Honor, after a near tumbling down an aforementioned hill, my client suffered a massive head wound, for which he had to have a large portion of his brain removed.
Lunchbox!
Brain surgery, which caused an entire damaged lobe of Jack's brain to be removed, forever denying its higher functions. It's an expensive, costly, long, time-consuming, and expensively costly procedure that took months, no, years to complete. An operation that cost my client an upwards of $90 million.
Your Honor, I object. This Fitz is clearly making up those numbers.
So hold on, you can't object during an opening statement.
Can I not? I swear I saw it in that one movie, you know, with the redhead.
And that one guy.
Yeah, that's the one.
Defense, let's get a move on.
A $90 million So what I'm getting at is if Mrs. Jill Dumpty Hill does not feel that Jack Hill has not suffered, if she feels that he has not suffered enough, sure, take half of everything. then maybe she can whet that sustainable appetite of my client's prolonged suffering. Yeah, suffering.
And a 4-pound strudel.
And the 4-pound strudel. Case closed.
Well, prosecution, you may call your first witness.
Your Honor, for my first witness, I would like to call Jill Dumpty Hill to the stand.
Jill Dumpty Hill, please take the stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and all that truthy sort of stuff?
Sure. Permission to approach the bench, Your Honor?
Proceed.
Jill, can you please describe for the jury the events that took place on July 14th, 2017?
Yes, I certainly can. You see, me and Jack, meaning myself and the Muffin Man over there, went up this stupid hill to fetch some stupid water for his stupid grandmother. Well, anyway, while we was getting the water, that's the water his grandmother had told us to get, we got into a stupid little argument. Just because I said I wish his grandmother would get her own stupid water, just go ahead and die already. So we won't have to worry about it no more. Well, the argument went on pretty basically. I don't know why you always bring my grandmother to things this, and I can't believe you still have been poisoning her prune juice a little bit every day so that nobody would notice that. And then, for no good reason at all, he up and pushed me right down that big old hill. He must have slipped or something. I'm not really sure what with that dizzying vertigo I was experiencing while tumbling myself. But however he managed, he came tumbling after. I came all right with just a few bruises and a scraped knee, but Jack busted up his crown real good and had to have that operation, which might add did not cost no $90 million.
An operation that you, yourself, a dedicated wife, ultimately pushed to the limits of heartbreak, had to scrape and save for.
Me? Pay for the operation? Ah, heck no. His grandmother paid for that. No broken crown of no idiot ex-husband is worth.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Defense?
Permission to approach the witness, Your Honor.
Well, that depends. Your client hasn't eaten your examination notes too, has he?
No, sir.
Well, then be my guest.
Mrs. Dumpty Hill, just why is it that your name is Dumpty Hill and not just Hill?
Dumpty's a name I kept from my first husband, Mr. Humpty Dumpty.
I see. And if I understand it, that relationship ended in a travesty as well?
No.
No.
Well, not exactly. A little accident involving a wall. We just couldn't put our marriage together again. It wasn't the same old Humpty after that.
Is it true that you were taken to court over that matter as well? Mrs. Dumpty Hill, I will remind you, you are under oath.
Yes, that's true.
Oh my,
Order, please. Continue.
Just why was it that you were taken over to court over that matter?
It was all just a big misunderstanding. That's all.
Exactly what was the misunderstanding?
Well, Humpty accused me of pushing him off the wall.
Hey, what did I just say? Stop.
Why pushing him off the wall? Why Mrs. Dumpty Hill? That sounds suspiciously like what these exact proceedings are all about. I mean, Jack being pushed off a hill, do you think that was just a coincidence?
Of course it is. I was found innocent of those charges anyway.
That's not entirely true. You settled out of court with Mr. Humpty, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Oh my
I will have order in courtroom, please. Thank you.
It was the view of the prosecution in that case that you were trying to collect on Mr. Humpty Dumpty's life insurance, was it not?
That's what they said, yes.
You're trying to collect on his life insurance policy, which, if it worked out in your favor, would equal amount for you $1.5 million. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
I see. So you're telling us that it's just a coincidence that your next husband, Jack Hill, my client, a defendant in this courtroom today, also fell down. In this case, a hill, broke his crown, and now you're trying to collect on it?
That's totally coincidental.
I see. Mrs. Dumpty Hill, is it true that my client offered you a large portion of his estate, over 30%?
Depends on what you call large, but yeah, I guess that's true.
And isn't it true that in a jealous rage over the fact that the sum wasn't more, you foolishly turned it down?
Yes?
And isn't it true that this case is nothing more but to get back at your ex-husband?
Well, honestly, yeah, that's true.
And isn't it true that your name really isn't Jill, but it's Vladimir the Russian mobster?
No, that's not true.
Oh. Darn it. The defense rests, Your Honor.
Jill, you may step down. Prosecution, you may call your next witness.
Your Honor, I would like to call Jack Hill to the stand.
That's my client! Excuse me.
He doesn't have a brain.
Come on, please. Quiet.
Prosecution, the defendant is in no mental state to testify. I will not have you turning my courtroom into a circus.
Oh, okay. What about a festival?
No.
A jubilee?
No.
A hippodrome?
I'm going to allow it.
Okay. Jack, buddy, come on. Okay. Put your hand on the Bible. Yes, you. Do you promise not to lie?
Wyoming.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Jack, did you or did you not climb a hill with my client, Jill Dumpty Hill, on the night in question?
Nougat.
Let me put this another way. Were you or were you not on a hill in the night in question?
Fiddlesticks.
Jack, this is no laughing matter. Do you understand the hurt, the suffering, the mental pain and anguish you have caused this woman, my client, your former wife to whom you were betrothed? Jack, did you or did you not push your ex-wife down that hill?
Soup.
Did you or did you not push my client down that hill?
Mustang.
For the last time, Jack, did you or did you not push Jill down that hill?
No.
What, no?
Moskva.
Jack, you clever devil. No further questions at this time, Your Honor.
Thank you. Defense, would you like to continue this circus?
Jubilee.
No thank you, Your Honor. I'm much deathly afraid of clowns.
Jack, you can leave the stand. Jack. Jack, down now. Jack, down now. Defense, get your client off the bench.
Look, Jack. Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Prosecution, you may call your next witness.
No further witnesses at this time, Your Honor.
Very well. Defense, you may call your first witness.
Your Honor, I would like to call one Mrs. Mother Goose to the stand.
Mrs. Goose, you can take the stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and all the elements relating to this case? Our truth is...
What? I'm sorry, son. You'll have to speak up. My hearing's not as good as it used to be.
I said, do you swear to tell the truth?
What? I'm sorry, son.
She does.
Permission to approach the witness, Your Honor?
Proceed.
Thank you. Your Honor, I hold in my hand one factual document, Nursery Rhymes by One Mother Goose. Miss Goose, this is your book, is it not?
No, I don't own a brook.
No, not a brook, a book.
Look at what?
No. Your book. Book.
Yes, I love to cook. Why do you ask?
Defense, we believe she wrote it. Just carry on.
What does all of this have to do with cooking?
Defense, please continue.
I have never cooked in a courtroom before.
Defense, please.
Hey you, is that my book of nursery rhymes you've got there?
Yes.
Yes, it is. So you're saying you wrote this book, right? You wrote this book?
No, I already told you I don't own a brook.
Never.
I believe she wrote. Just read.
Permission to read a passage, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, let me tell you a short story, it seems. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after.
Okay, that's my book. I
Here is factual evidence that my client fell down the hill first. The defense rests, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you, defense. Prosecution, do you have any further witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to call 911 phone operator, Mr. Frank Nudelmeyer, to the stand.
Mr. Nudelmeyer, take the stand. Do you swear to tell the truth? Skipping it.
Permission to approach the bench, Your Honor?
Proceed.
Your Honor, I didn't think the need for this evidence would become necessary, but since the defense wants to play hardball, I have a few questions for Mr. Nudelmeyer. Mr. Nudelmeyer, is it true you were working at your post on the day in question?
Yes, it is.
And did you receive a 911 phone call from someone in this courtroom?
Yes, I did.
Can you point them out for the jury, please?
Yes, I can.
So do it.
Oh, right, sorry.
Thou whippersnapper.
Permission to play a tape for us today, Your Honor?
And proceed.
911 emergency.
Yes, I need help. I hold a
Okay,
tape
just calm
upon
down
which is
and tell me what's
contained a
happening.
phone conversation by Jill Dumpty Hill to Mr. Nudelmeyer here. Let's have a listen, shall we?
Usually you play it after.
It's an accident, Your Honor.
911 emergency.
Yes, I need help.
Okay, just calm down and tell me what's happening.
My husband's going crazy.
Please, ma'am, you'll have to calm down.
Okay. I just came home from the local department store with a new dress. It was really expensive, and when my husband found out, he went psychopathic. He hates it when I buy new clothes for myself, and every time someone even mentions me buying clothes, he goes crazy. He's been chasing me, trying to bonk me on the head with a potato and a sock.
Trying to bonk you on the head with a sock. With a potato, you say. Good Lord, ma'am, try to stay calm and just tell me your address.
Hey, there you are. What are you doing? Get off that phone. I'll bonk you good.
Can you identify the attacking voice in the tape?
Yes.
Are they present in this courtroom today?
Yes.
Can you point them out for the jury, please? Well, there you have it. Obvious malicious intent to harm by Mr. Jack Hill. He is not the kind, loving person the defense claims to be. No, inside he is a cold-blooded sock bonker, capable of bonking my client on the head with a potato and a sock, and certainly capable of pushing defenseless women down hills.
Your Honor, that is ridiculous. Who would go on a silly little rampage like Jill purchasing some new clothes?
What? Jill bought new clothes? She already has 3 outfits, and that's all it fits me having. I'll bonk her good. Strap a monkey to a pirate ship and pull the hair out of a hamburger bun.
That was unexpected. Never mind, Your Honor.
Quiet, please. Thank you.
The prosecution rests, Your Honor.
Defense, do you have any further witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
No. Then you may present your closing statements.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have seen many things in this courtroom today. Many things that have damaged the defense of my client, chipping away at its hard, crispy, nutty coating and revealing its dark, wicked, chocolate, creamy poison inside. But I ask you to remember the evidence that we have seen in this courtroom today. My client may have an issue whenever someone says that Miss Jill Dumpty Hill has purchased some new clothes. But I ask you to remember that in Jill's offense of the incident, it was over fetching a pail of water. A pail of water for Jack's grandmother.
Jack's stupid grandmother.
Jack's kind, gentle, frail grandmother. So what reason would Jack have to injure his only wife? I ask you to remember that Mother Goose has documented the incident, whereas Jill came tumbling after and Jack fell first. Is my client a sick man? Yes, perhaps even before the surgery. Is he capable of bonking his own wife with a sock?
And potato.
And potato? Yes. But does that mean that he is, beyond a shadow of a doubt, guilty of such a horrible act, I see a shadow, good people of the jury. I see the shadow, and its name is doubt. My mom, my siblings, and my dog sadly couldn't be here because apparently dogs are not allowed here. And I would like to thank our judicial system for teaching me everything I know. And I would like to thank, there's so many people to thank. Vladimir, for instance, Stan and Chico, and Stan, oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Well, thank you, defense. I believe the bar has been set. Prosecution?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll do my best. Members of the jury, it may be true that the conversation Jack and Jill had that fateful day wasn't about Jill purchasing new clothes at all.
Jeez!
But it does, beyond a shadow of doubt, prove that Jack is more than capable of such a villainous act. Do you know what a potato inside a sock can do to a person? If swung at the proper velocity, it can create bruises, welts, and it really, really stings. Remember the 911 phone call? You all heard his cruelty towards her. His attempted potato-filled sock bonking and over such a petty, insignificant thing as Jill buying new clothes.
Hi!
And Mother Goose may have the document as Jill tumbling after, but remember, Mother Goose, although a beloved childhood figure, is clearly hard of hearing and obviously extremely nearsighted. How can this be a reliable document? Does that, even though the document is published, does that really make the author a reliable eyewitness? Could she really know exactly what happened on July 14th, 2017? No, she cannot. My client, Jill Dumpty Hill, is the only person in this case of sound mind, therefore, the only person's statements can be used to make a decision. That is why I believe it is your civil duty as the assigned peers and loyal citizens of this nation to carry out justice and end this poor, innocent girl's suffering.
That's me.
The prosecution rests.
Thank you, prosecution. Next time, bring cookies when you want to milk something like that. The jury will now retire and decide the fate of the defendants.
So, the jury has found the defendant, Jack Hill, not guilty of attempted murder by hill pushing.
What? Are you serious? You can't do this to me. Oh, you monsters! Do you have any idea how bad a potato in a sock stings? Oh, you idiots! Now I'm gonna get a brand new husband, make up a whole new string, drive my butt in court all over again, and for what? So some stupid Drake can tell me what didn't happen? Oh, but that hill, how do you know, huh? How do you know I didn't make it all up? Were you there? Were you all there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what got into me.
I do.
What?
But that does not prevent you from the lesson that we have all learned today here, prosecution. I think that in a situation like Jack and Jill's, it never pays to resort to violence.
Yeah.
Violence never solves problems, it only creates them. Anyways, I hereby drop all charges against the defendant Jack Hill and sentence his ex-wife Jill Dumpty Hill to 2 months community service for her annoying, shrieky voice. I said I hereby drop all charges against the defendant, Jack Hill, and I hereby sentence his ex-wife, Jill Dumpty Hill, to 2 months community service for her annoying, shrieky voice.
What? Annoying and shrieky? I am deeply offended.
Yeah, better make it 5 months.
What? Are you serious? I was framed! I was framed! What? I was completely framed! I was framed! Do you hear me? I was framed!
Court is adjourned.
So ends the saga of Jack and Jill. Another happy tale with yet another mildly unsatisfying happy ending. But what did we learn from this heavy-hearted scene of courtroom drama? Did we learn that some people simply are meant to be together? Not really. Did we learn that simple minds come in simple packages? Not in the slightest. Did we learn that frivolous lawsuits do nothing but jam up our already crowded legal system? No! We learned but one thing in this courtroom today, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Thank you, and good night.
I warned you, pal. Get out of here.